Hi, we're Derek and Jenna. We started our homesteading journey in 2011 with 5 small children, a garden, and a few chicks. Since then, we've added 3 more kids and a whole lot of animals. We're currently renting 37 acres in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we raise grass-fed beef, grass-fed dairy, pastured poultry and pork, free-range eggs, and a large garden. We also have a couple pet goats, several barn cats, and a beagle. We're working on moving from growing just our own food to selling locally. We homeschool our children and are a full-time family with hopes and goals of farming for a living. We would love to welcome y'all to follow our family on our journey.
All right, day 2, morning 2. Been up for about an hour and a half. Gonna cook the kids some French toast here in a minute. And we've been eating supper outside here the last 2 days. It's been nice. Plus, in the camper, there's not a lot of room, so it's just easier to eat outside and clean up outside. So that's what we're gonna do. Probably eat breakfast outside this morning. Save some mess in the camper. But anyway, we've got another list of things to do today. We're going to be cleaning up the garden, just cleaning up around the house outside here, some trash and stuff that the wind is blowing around. I'm not sure what all we're going to get into today, but I have a list of things to do, so I just can't remember it all. Probably the biggest is the garden. Also, we didn't get our steer butchered yesterday, so we'll probably do that today. See how timing works out. Okay. We are finishing up breakfast. We had French toast this morning, and never mind the empty Cajun seasoning bottle. That was not from this morning. We emptied it out yesterday, and Emma's going to mix up more Cajun seasoning. We make our own Cajun seasoning. Most of our seasonings we just mix up in bulk and keep the old jars and fill them up. But anyway, we are going to get ready to start working now, and the girls have already milked. And Cookie gave 1.5 gallons of milk this morning. Her production is coming back up. She was making like 4 gallons a day the other week before she started decreasing and acting kind of puny, but she's headed back up now. So, but we've got a lot of things on the list to do, so we're gonna get started. Okay. Kylie just pulled the wagon out. We missed that on camera, but that's okay. We got it hooked up, and we're getting ready to go down to the garden and get some work done down there. We're going to clean all of our stuff up down there and bring everything back up to the house. And so it'll be ready to load up when we get ready to move. All right, y'all, we are getting ready to clean all this mess up in the garden and just get all of our stuff out, take down all the bamboo, and make it back to the way it was before we started. Before we made this our garden. So I've got the tractor back here behind you. I'll show you that in a minute, but we're gonna just load everything onto the wagon and be able to make hopefully just one trip back up to the house. Josiah went up to get my my weed eater that's got the blade on it so that I can cut all this bamboo down over here. I think it'll be much faster to just cut it off at the ground than trying to pull it up after it's been stobbed into the ground for a year. But yeah, those tomato trellis bamboo things, they weren't what I had planned, but they worked-ish for the rest of the year, but not like I had wanted. So anyway, let's get started on this. All right, y'all. Well, Josiah is hooking the fence back up, and we've got one bucket to grab from over here, and that there pretty much takes care of this. That went really quickly, very quick. So I'm happy about that. I'm not sure what's next on the list, but this is a big thing taken off the list right here. We're gonna go up and put all this stuff away and see what's next. Okay, y'all, it is time to go find number 24 steer. He is our smallest one, and we are gonna take him out of the, well, we're just gonna, I really don't feel like he's gonna grow out very well. So it's kind of makes more sense at this point to go ahead and butcher him and get the beef off of him that we can. So he's not, because he's not eating less than the other steers, he's eating the same. So we might as well just feed or take him out and let the feed be for the ones that are going to grow the best in the end, and put on their fat and their muscle so we get more meat out of them. And so we're going to take the smallest one this morning and harvest him. We'll probably just do all ground beef, because there's certainly not going to be steaks. He's just a smaller steer, but he's going to be tasty. Well, here he is, y'all. We're gonna let him hang out in here for about a week and cool down, and then we'll turn him into burger. Okay, y'all, we are knocking things out today. Something I thought of I needed to do is castrate this little boar pig. Don't let him go, boys. And so this is not gonna, Emma, get that spray, baby.
Oh yeah.
So this is not gonna make him very happy, but it's got to be done because he's getting probably pretty close. I know he's old enough, but he hasn't grown enough yet. But he's getting on up there to where he'll be able to start breeding some of these gilts we've got, and we do not want that because we just got the 2 gilts we want bred picked out. So Josiah has caught him. He's fairly calm right now. He's probably not going to be. Okay, well, that was that. Another thing off the list that needed to happen. So he's over here. He's not feeling too good, but he's wandering away, not bleeding hardly at all. These outdoor edge knives, I mean, they might be worthless as far as, well, I wouldn't say worthless, but I prefer to sharpen my knives. But for doing stuff like this, these things are great. I mean, they are literally razor blades. And I mean, y'all can see just one quick little cut and it split right through. So he's done. He'll get better now. 2 or 3 days, like actually about in an hour probably, he'll be acting like nothing ever happened. Right now he's not feeling too good. Okay, on to the next thing. All right, Kylie and I are going back here to hook the drag up. I'm gonna let her try to drag this ring. Sorry for all the chickens. They're so rackety right now. I don't even know, and the guineas. But anyway, the ring is all rutted up where we were feeding out here this winter. And just cattle tracks and tractor tracks and just a mess. So I'm gonna try to see if the drag will knock it down while it's still dry, rather than just letting it dry up completely to a crust. I know it won't work when it's muddy, it'll just make more mess. So I think right now is about the right amount of dryness. And I'm gonna set the camera up and record her dragging this, and I've got some other stuff I'm gonna go work on while she's doing this. Let out on the clutch slowly.
Not going anywhere.
It must not be all the way in first. Push it forward more. There you go.
Got it.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Well, just, you see how far that's dragging behind you? You see how it's dragging behind you? You can go faster. Yeah. Let's see how this works. All right, the drag is not doing what I had hoped it would do. So I'm debating on maybe trying the scraper blade. I think the next round I'm going to stop her and we'll try to put the scraper blade on and see if it does any better. So Kylie, she's still learning how to drive the tractor. She just came across and snagged our feed trough. All right, hey Kylie, can you drag it over there by that fence?
Huh?
Can you drag it over by the fence?
Yeah.
Yeah, the drag is just not doing what I wanted it to, so I'm thinking maybe try the scraper blade. All right, y'all, we got the scraper blade on. Hopefully this does a better job. We just want to leave this place better than we found it. And we've done a lot of work as far as just fencing off and cleaning up brush and just kind of getting things back under control a little bit as far as pastures and things, but I still want to make it as nice as possible. So remember, you're wider than normal. You're doing good. Don't run over my cows. I said, don't run over my cows. Raise your bucket up some.
What?
Yep.
How much?
A good bit. All right, go ahead.
Where am I going?
Just gonna scrape the whole thing. All right, Kylie.
Huh?
Set your blade down.
How far?
Try it all the way and see what it does.
That?
Yep, go ahead.
Huh?
Yep, go ahead.
Well, what about this thing right here?
Drive around it.
What?
Drive around it. You can lower your bucket back down now.
Jimmy doesn't have any manners. He just ran right in front of me.
I know. Well, that's doing a better job. All right, come here. All right, y'all. That was day 2 without Jack and Jenna here. We got a lot of stuff done. Let's see here. My list of things was we cleaned up the garden, got all that stuff out of there. We butchered a steer. The girls cleaned up the milk machine again and packed it up because they're hand milking right now. We cleaned up some of the trash around here, castrated our little boar pig. Kylie dragged the riding ring, or well, which was a riding ring. Now it's just a flat spot behind the barn. We burned trash. We have, I think that's it. There's still more things on the list, but that'll be tomorrow. So yeah, that's day 2 without Jack and Jenna being here. And hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button on this video, and also click the little bell. That will YouTube will tell you every time we upload a video if you click that little notification bell. So anyway, y'all have a good day.